Hi everybody, Diane here from California Tea and Herbal, and we kind of played hooky at lunchtime the other day. Took a short drive for lunch down to Fallbrook. I've taken you to Grand Traditions before. It's a beautiful botanical garden, but it is just exceptionally beautiful this time of year. So we're going into the weekend. Why don't you sit back and enjoy this beautiful place with us, and then I'll come back to sign off. Well, we had a lunch down in Fallbrook. We had some fish tacos and onion rings, and we always bring our own beverage when we're going to eat outside because the soft drinks are something we don't really get into. So here, on our way back, we're going to stop at that botanical garden that I showed you once before. It's really pretty. We're going to see if we can catch some new plants and see the waterfalls and just enjoy it. Okay, so we're parked, and you can see it's just surrounded with nice hills and lots of palm trees, and then they have this tent where they hold weddings and other events. So here's some beautiful orange clivia, and then pink cyclamen. Look at it, isn't that beautiful? And that fountain right in the center. Little path off to the side here. Just so beautiful. I wish you could feel how it feels in here. There's a busy street just about a block away, and you'd never know it. It just feels like you're in a totally peaceful, calm, and green oasis. Okay, now down there, if I go to my right, it'll lead down into by the restaurant and pond. And if we go left here, it takes us up to a waterfall. And actually it's a man-made stream too, but it looks supernatural. Super, new word, natural. Very natural. And all along the way, got daylilies that will be blooming. Lots and lots of species of palm trees. They've edged this with artificial turf, which really looks fine. And then it's a little space. You can go sit on a bench. Hopefully you can hear the water already. Starts up there. This is all man-made, but it's really lovely. And then if we turn, you can see there are little flowers and things planted everywhere. On the other side, it comes under this little bridge. Flows down into another little kind of a pond there. We'll be on the other side of that very soon. Let's walk over to the three bigger waterfalls. This is the path. This is the path, that winding path that we just came up. So when they have weddings here, you can see the bride walks up this center sidewalk. And then they stand there in front of the waterfalls and say their vows. Nice place to get married. And there's another path leading off to really a dead end. It goes to that little seating area we showed you. And this is one of my favorite palms. These, I don't know what they're called. I don't think it's sago. I'm not sure. But they have multi-trunk, and they're really kind of small, but they're very picturesque. And down below them they've got new begonia plantings everywhere. Now we're coming down into an area where you can stop, and there's a few tables with umbrellas, and you can just kind of relax and enjoy being out in nature, so to speak. Here's some more clivias, already in bloom and ready to bloom. Orange isn't my favorite flower, but clivias are an exception for me. I think they're just beautiful. And they line this whole pathway all the way down to the seating area. Okay, now we will walk up here, and it's a it's almost totally shaded in this one path to the left. And then we take the one to the right, and we're at the bottom of that waterfall. It's a little kind of wooden deck here. And we come into this lovely, look at these big banana plants. Just vegetation everywhere. Looks so natural, but it's, like I said, it's all man-made. As far as the design, can you imagine they hold all these rocks in here? It must have cost a fortune. Now I'm on that shady path that I showed you going to the left. And again, you get a nice perspective through here. Palm trunks. Now they're trying to grow boxwood. This is the only fail I've seen. It's just too shady here for boxwood. But that's okay, because everything else is just about perfect. Again, I hope you can hear the sound of the waterfalls. Going up here to another little turnout. A little bench. And there's another perspective. That's the little deck we were standing on a minute ago. Okay, that was fun. You can see we're almost the only ones here, but it's time to head back. Now, some people call this the country, but I mean, there's traffic just like crazy. You can see them. But even with the heavy traffic on each side, you will see that it's just country. This is what's happened in California. You cannot go anywhere without traffic. And you have to watch constantly, because they're not the best drivers in the world. So it's interesting. Now, if we were in Georgia like last year on a road like this, it would be us, and every once in a while someone would either be behind us or come at us, but you can see it's non-stop. Here in California, you cannot hide from traffic, at least not the areas that I am in and am near. It's about half an hour from the Pacific Ocean, and it's an area where they grow a lot of citrus, avocados, and now lots of grapes. It's spread up from the Temecula Valley into the rest of Southern California, San Diego County, which is what we're in right now. Well, we're going to go into this little center here in a town called Bonsall and get something to drink before we hit the freeway. Again, look at this traffic, folks. This is, you know, as about as country as it gets anywhere at all near a freeway or a destination. get off the freeway and go home. A much more peaceful way. So this is, instead of the freeway, a nice little country road. Freeway's right over there. So this country road, as you can see now by the brake lights, has ran into a little bit of a jam. But that's okay, because down below us on the freeway they are neck to neck. So this is still preferable. And when you live in California, you learn all the little back roads, and then everybody else starts finding them too. When we were in Silicon Valley, Vern used to, my dad rode home with him one day. They both worked in Palo Alto, and he couldn't believe it. Vern had him going through alleys and all kinds of places, but that's how you learn to move around. If my eyes look watery in our recent videos, it's probably because it is pollen season here in SoCal, and all of this is literally covered with a golden dust from the Bailey acacia trees. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short luncheon trip to the Fallbrook Botanical Garden. It's really beautiful, and if you visit SoCal, don't just go to our beaches. Try some inland sites, and especially North San Diego County is particularly beautiful. Our channel focuses on tea, but once in a while we like to show you how pretty it is here and share that with you. And I'd like to mention, on our website we have sales every week. This week it's oolong, so check that out at calteas.com and hit the sale button. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that. We appreciate new subscribers and our new YouTube customers for the teas. We've seen it come in, and we try to source where the orders come from, so thank you. And I will be back with you, video on tea next time.